Hello and welcome to Battle of Wits at Home Edition. Once again, I am your host, Elspeth Wright, joined as always by my illustrious co-host, Ms. Madeline Cottrell. And what a show we have for you today. We have stand-up comedian. You can see him on the sitcom on CBC, Run the Burbs. Everyone give it up for Ali Hassan.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're actually sitting right beside each other. I don't know if you can tell, but thanks, Elspeth. Does it
You're
look like
welcome.
it? Does it look like it that I'm just in another room with different decor? I'm in another part of the same room.
Yeah. Oh,
What,
hi.
Elspeth? Can you pass
Do
me that
you want
glass
some
of
of
water?
these snacks?
Yeah. Can you? There we go. Can you just?
Thank you for joining us, Ali. And below Ali, we have the wonderful Luba Magnus. Luba has an album coming out next Friday.
What the?
Can't wait. How you doing down there, Luba?
Oh, it's okay down here. How's it going up there and across your oh wait. There we go. There you are. Yeah, no, things are good.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. And directly below me, I'm actually sitting on his shoulders. You just can't tell. We have the amazing Montreal comedian, Viveth K, COVID-19. How's it going?
Hey, good. Glad to be here. Glad to be in this small, tight-knit, dysfunctional Brady bunch of ours.
It's really lovely. It's very nice. And thank you to everyone who is watching at home. If you are watching on Facebook Live and you want to play along, pop over to YouTube so you can leave some comments and play along with us more vocally. Okay, now the pleasantries are over. It is time to get down to business with our very first round, the warm-up round. Yes?
I have to go to the bathroom. Is this a bad time to do that?
You
I'm
can
just
go
joking.
ahead.
I'm just
You're on
joking.
CBC.
That's my
You
acting.
can do
That's
whatever
my
you
acting.
want. It's
That's
very-
an example of
I
my
can
acting
see-
right there.
Why he's
I
the
just,
best.
did you see Elspeth's face just frozen? Like, is this idiot? Seriously? I'm not going to the bathroom. I'm a professional. For God's
No,
sake.
you know what? You're hired for the next sitcom.
Thank you.
I thought I had a
Who wants
clever
to go to the
follow-up, and I
bathroom?
just yeah. Comedians in bathrooms. It's only one season. It was like 20 seconds long. Okay. Our first question of the warm-up round. Ali, we'll start with you for this one. It is, how did the high five come to be?
Oh yeah, dude. This is from surfer culture.
Mm.
This is like, there was a hang 10, and they were very big in stuff that is denominations of fives, but they were having trouble going into the 15s and the 20s. They're like, why are we trying to go high? Let's just go low, and we'll do fives. But they couldn't hang five on a. I don't know what you know about surfboards. Can't hang five on a surfboard. You'll spin out. So they were like, dude, forget the score. The surfboard. Forget the water on the beach itself. Let's make this part of beach culture. Just high five. High 10 didn't really have a good ring to it, so they went with high five.
Very good answer. Luba, what is your
very
answer?
good. The truth. It's also known
very
as the
very
truth.
good.
It's
I
not-
don't know. We got to give the other ones hope,
Sorry.
though. Like
Sorry.
you knocked it out of the park. We gotta let them think they have a chance.
I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe there's more than one tale because I'm pretty sure I've got it. It comes from the days of jousting, and these once these two best friends were about to joust, they were on their horses and they didn't want to do the stabby, right? Yeah, you don't want to stabby your best friend. So they jump on their horses, they drop the stabbies, and they go on their horses and they just go, yeah. And
That's cute. I like that.
Right?
Although it does seem dangerous if they're going at a high speed. It seems.
That's why it was the first and still the best high five.
Oh, yeah.
All time.
That's fair. Well done, Luba. Viveth, what is your answer?
Both Luba and Ali were very close, but actually, it's true that they got the number wrong. They didn't start with five, but it was the high velocity, high ones that were actually hurting people so much that they had to stop. All the lost eyes, so they decided we'll max out, do all five.
That's true. That's very good. Those are all very good answers. And all kind of close since they have to do with sporting. So According to the one website that I looked at, in 1977, which seems a little late for a high five, so I'm already guessing my own logic, but questioning my own logic. But in 1977, Los Angeles Dodgers Dusty Baker, which is a very good name for a 1970s baseball player, hit his 30th home run of the season. As he ran home, he passed a teammate who raised his hand to greet him, and Dusty just decided to slap that hand because it seemed like the right thing to do. And thus the high five was born.
So that guy wasn't going for contact. He was just like, hey, how are you?
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, good job. And he was like, you know what? I just want to slap that hand.
How funny. And
Dusty, he was waving.
He was waving.
He was
the other guy must have been like, what the hell's Dusty smoking? He just slapped my hand. What an idiot. What a revolutionary moment that was in human contact.
And then a bunch of people saw it on TV and were like, whoa, we can slap our friend's hand? And, it's very interesting.
Two out of these four stories here sounded more believable than that actual truth.
The truth.
Isn't that crazy? This should be called 3 Lies and 0 Truths. That's what this should be called. And then 3 lies and 1 truth. You give us a truth, or maybe you don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna give Luba the truth on that one. I'm gonna give Luba the point. It's a very good answer. They were all very
dangerous answer.
Yeah, and Danger is my middle name.
Okay.
Can't you tell? By my hot pink blazer.
Whoa, we'll go.
Elspeth would not be the name that I would think that comes before Danger, but that is the danger, right?
Exactly.
Look out. Crazy things are about to happen from this classic Victorian age version of Elizabeth, or whatever, not version, but right? Elspeth would be, what is that, like a Welsh Elizabeth?
Scottish.
Scottish.
Yes. God, people, they hear Elspeth and they're picturing like a grandmother. And then I roll into town and they're like, whoa. I bet they've seen brass knuckles before. And I'm like, I have in a music video. And they're like, Danger. Speaking of danger, our next question is dangerous. Luba, we'll start with you for this one. What was Operation Acoustic Kitty?
Oh my God. That was a secret show, a secret show after hours during Prohibition, because he didn't want to give away the party that was going on, so they went acoustic, and that was the when you knock on the door and you have to give a password. Acoustic Kitty.
Ah, very good. I like that. That makes sense.
Very strong in my response, and I stand by it.
Yeah, you sounded very confident and believable.
That was the eyes going back and forth.
Listen, you've had a conversation with me before. It's mostly us.
Don't worry. I'm gonna sort this out for you soon when Elspeth calls on me. I'll let you know what the.
All right. First, so we will go to Viveth. Viveth, what was Operation Acoustic Kitty?
Well, it was obviously very secretive. And you know how you see everyday things in life and you imagine, I wonder how the first person came up with that, like milk. You're like, who's the first guy that went yanked on a cow like that? You got to be very secretive about these things. So there's a thing called catgut string, which is strings for acoustic instruments made out of cat's intestines. So the first attempt at making that string had to be very secretive. You had to be real on the DL about that. So that was the secret operation in which a cat was procured and turned into music.
Where's Mrs. Whiskers? I can't tell you. I
don't know, but I do have this beautiful loop.
Yeah,
exactly.
I can't tell you, but I think you'll like the results.
Yeah. I miss my cat's meow. I shut it. You wouldn't know good music if you knew it. Yeah.
Excellent answer.
Yeah,
Ali, what is your answer?
Well, my answer again, coming with the truth, right? Inspired by Viveth. It's actually very simple. The Pussycat Dolls were performing in Russia. This is in the 2000s. Not welcome in Russia to perform. Putin was not a fan of the Pussycat Dolls. And their getting into Russia safely and getting out was called Operation Acoustic Kitty.
But they did it for the art because
Absolutely.
If anything,
But
above
it's
all, the
nothing
Pussycat Dolls.
military. It's nothing feline, and it's nothing that Luba said.
It's nothing that any of you
Oh,
said.
come
So,
on!
but
Where am I getting my
excellent
information?
job across the board for everyone. It was actually a CIA project during the Cold War, so you did have a little, a touch of truth with the Russia there. In which the CIA tried to use cats to spy on the Kremlin and Russian embassies. I have a picture of it here. So they did this by implanting a microchip into the cat's ear. The $20 million project did not work because the cats were very easily distracted.
I actually, looking at that picture, I'm like 10 times more comfortable with Viveth's story of cat
Right.
guts being devoted to instruments than looking at those cat eyes right there. I don't know what that is, but that's
I
insane.
was thinking to myself, what would a Russian cat look like? And then you showed me a picture, and bam, that's a Russian cat.
This cat wrote The Seagull. It wasn't Anton Chekhov. It was actually this cat right here. Wrote a lot of really sad plays as well. So good job, cat. Thank you for your service. Viveth, I'll give you the point for that one. I liked your answer. Disturbing.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Well deserved is one way to look at that. Absolutely.
Okay, our final question of the warm-up round. Viveth, we'll start with you for this one. What unexpected item would people in 18th century England carry around in order to show off their wealth?
Well, they used to carry around another person that they owned. Generally, is what they would do. Just they just walk on the street, they choose someone and say, "You're my item for the day. You match my scarf. Let's do this."
Okay.
You're my guy.
And would this person have to do anything, or would they just have to be an accessory?
If you come with a set of skills, that's great. But we're just here because your eyes match my scarf.
Okay,
That's all it is.
okay. That's really. And would they physically carry the person, or just hold hands?
Oh God, no! I'm wealthy. That person's carrying me. Are you kidding me?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so actually, I did word the question wrong then, but yeah, thank you, Viveth, for the correction and the wonderful, possibly true answer. Ali,
Possibly.
what is your answer?
Well, having studied fashion as deeply and vastly as I have, this is something I'm very familiar with, which is, when jackets had long tails, like coat tails, that comes from that era. A lot of people were just sort of walking around, underwear, stains, all kinds of things showing back there. But all of a sudden, some people added extra cloth to the back of their clothing to cover up, and it was a sign of wealth, if you can believe it or not. Just that simple thing, just that simple cloth.
Very good answer. And Luba, what is your answer?
May I ask a part of the question again? Was it what are they carrying or what are they wearing?
They would carry it, so it's something they would carry. I guess if you're wearing something, you're carrying it on your body.
The answer is still the same, and the answer is a wheel of cheese. Because if you got the cheese, you got the dough, Everyone knows it. If you got cheese in the fridge, you're set.
That's true.
Cheese also how cheap. Money became known as cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cheddar.
Yeah. That's true. Cheddar.
Yeah. Cheddar. Get that cheddar.
And and you got to get it in the wheel of cheese, because then you just it's like a purse almost, Now we have little handbags. There they had little Parmesan.
Very good. Excellent. Luba, you are kind of close.
Hey, all right.
Because it was something edible. It was actually pineapples. So rich.
Am I despicably wealthy in England right now?
Do you have pineapples?
When was it? We have pineapples. We almost always have pineapples. I like pineapple on pizza. I like pineapple fried rice. I like pineapple in a lot of I'm a big believer in the pineapple.
Nice.
Anyway,
Congratulations
I'm
on your
wealthy. Soak
wealth.
me in, people. Soak me in. That's what you're dealing with here. What era
Humble
are we
brag.
talking?
This guy's rich here.
Yeah.
So
From 150 years ago? Was it 150 years?
Yeah, it was the 18th century.
18th century.
18th century.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Look at
So those rich enough to buy a pineapple would just carry it around to show it off. And thus housewares and clothing with pineapple prints also became very popular.
No
It
way.
feels
People could be
inconvenient.
like, look, I can't afford a pineapple, but I've got this fork that has a pineapple on it. So,
Yeah.
you know.
They're also relatively sharp. I feel like it's a tough thing to walk or bump into someone with.
Yeah. Or it's like a weapon. So if somebody tries to steal your wallet, you can just be like, don't you, I'll put this pineapple right in your throat.
That's a
It's
very
an
good
organic mace.
Yeah.
If somebody tries to pick you up because they think that's the trend, you can just whack them with your pointy pineapple. Great. It covers a lot of bases. Once things open back up, I'm always going to have a pineapple in my purse for when I'm walking home from shows late at night. I'll be safe.
I would put like a metal straw in the side of it and just suck from it. And people would be like, that's insane what that guy's doing.
They'll think you're insane, but you'll be having a great old time just sipping a delicious pineapple.
Organic sip sack. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a win-win. Okay, now it is time to move on to our next round. The What Does It Mean round.
love this round. Love this round. Great round.
Excellent. I'm so glad you do.
Loving the round.
So, in this round, I will tell our contestants some interesting words, and you tell me, what does it mean? And anyone watching at home who feels like chiming in, you can do so. You can take a guess. Our first word, Viveth, we'll start with you for this one. Our first word is a graph. A graph? Feel free to correct my pronunciation as well.
It's agrafé.
Of
course.
Of course, obviously. I'm so embarrassed.
It's an easy one. Come on. That is actually that's what, like, you know, when giraffes are born, they fall from quite a high height. Their bones don't break because their bones haven't set yet. They're currently actually made of agrafé. It's close. It's not quite bone. It's not dense bone. It's not quite cartilage, but it's right in the middle. It's agrafé.
Nice. So you are a scientist, so I believe you.
Through and through, scientician. It is giraffe goo.
Excellent. And Ali, what is your answer?
A graph, you had the right pronunciation, means to be beside something. I'm a graph of this. So either, meaning that, you know, if somebody has some point of view, you are a graph of the point of view. You're not in line with their point of view, or you can be physically a graph of something beside something.
Very good. Very good. And Luba, what is your answer?
It's a really nice scarf. It's like a
I love you.
You know when you wear like the like head, like a babushka is what I would call it, but you wear it as like a neck scarf. That's what that is. Yep. Very
nice. Those are all excellent answers. Ali, yours actually sounded very real. It's not, but you get the point. As soon as I can get my pen.
That's what I do.
So let's see what some of our friends in the chat are guessing. Mike Carosa, hi Mike, says it's French for staple.
Yeah. That's
my
correct.
friend Ash was also on the same board as Viveth, saying it's a giraffe that's into business stuff.
I love it.
And then Andrea just combined the two answers quite cleverly. It's a stapler made for giraffes. Love it. Love to see it. It is actually the twisted wire top that fits on top of the cork of a champagne bottle.
I love that thing.
Wow.
I love that thing.
Wow.
I knew that had a name, and I've seen this, and I didn't put those two together. Okay, great.
Drinking lots of champagnes with your pineapples, just Scrooge McDucking around.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Is it even worth drinking if it doesn't have a chunk of pineapple at the bottom? We say no.
Is it wrapped in metal wire? That's a sign of quality.
Excellent. Okay, let's go on to our next word that I definitely know how to pronounce, and I'm not nervous about saying at all. Cicerism. Cicerism? Ali, what does this word mean?
Cicerism is a medical condition. It is when you, people call it a lisp. That's the sort of the layperson's word, but cicerism is the which is crazy because both lisp and cicerism are difficult for people with a lisp to say, and it further reinforces the cruelty of the medical the industry and the community, and it's just something that's so hard to look at when it's so deeply entrenched, that cruelty, and it's so systematic. But that's where we are, folks. We're not going to change that today. But anyway, it's a lisp. It's
excellent. Yeah. Excellent answer. Luba, what is your answer?
This is a permanent tendency to want to sit down. Restless leg syndrome? The opposite of that. It's you just want you crave it in your bones. You want to sit down.
I know that feeling from when I was younger and working in retail. Just like
that's that feeling.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. That's why I never made management. Viveth, what is your answer?
See, Ali was so close. He was just so close. He was right on the nose, but he didn't get the entirety of the definition. It's not just the development of a list. It's actually the fear of developing a list and being compelled to run with scissors.
Oh,
see,
wow.
That's the fear. It's scissorism. That's the fear.
Why would you run with scissors? Can you please explain?
It's an absolute compulsion. Some people just gotta do. Some people shake their legs. Some people gotta sit down. Some people gotta run with scissors.
All right, all very good answers. Mike Carosa in the chat has an answer, keeping it classy, saying it's something to do with piss.
Mike,
thank you, Mike.
Carosa, you're better than this.
Carosa. You are better than
he's a good guy.
I love Mike. So it is actually, I really like that there's a word for this. It's the sound of leaves rustling on trees or bushes as they are disturbed by the wind.
Is that what that is?
I knew you would like it, Luba. Like,
oh my god.
Isn't that lovely?
That's beautiful.
I would almost rather it had something to do with piss, to be honest. I think the words leaves rustling in the wind, it's such a beautiful thing to have that reduced to cicerism.
I'm taking a screenshot so I never forget this.
I love the difference here where Luba's like moved by this, sorry, and Ali are just like, no, I wish it had to do with piss. This is nonsense.
I just love the when somebody says, leaves rustling in the wind or moving in the wind, swaying in the wind. I love that. What do you call it? The what's it called? Imagery. Yeah. Anyway.
And I feel like we don't get that many chances to use the word wrestling as well. Like wrestling in the wind does sound nice, but it's just a cicerism. Oof, I have trouble with that word. All right, now moving on to our final word of this round. Luba, we'll start with you for this one. Oh, no, wait. Ali, we'll start with you for this one. The word is dactylian.
Perfect. This is in the family of dandelions, another type of, and it's so unbelievable that you have a yellow background. I don't know if you know what this word means, but these are a beautiful, deep yellow from top to bottom. The stem is also a hue of yellow, and then the entire flower is yellow, not just the leaves. Dandelion, if you know, has the green center, and then it's a fully yellow flower, and it is one of the most beautiful flowers ever, and we don't get them in Canada.
Yeah, where would someone see these?
I think they're South America. They're very they're more tropical. So I'm going to say South America, but dactylians. I know a few of my family members who have what you call a green thumb, have tried to grow it, and even the real pros cannot grow dactylians very easily.
Wow, fascinating. Viveth, what is a dactylian?
Dactylian is what you call the legions of fans of pterodactyls. They're a bunch of dactylians, those guys. They love that stuff.
Yeah. They follow them all around the country in their vans.
Yeah. Partial fans of current modern day birds, but it'll never be the same as a pterodactyl to them,
Very good. Yeah, the original's just better. The original's just
Exactly.
better. Luba, what is your answer?
These are what craftsmen who make their products with duct tape are called. This is red green, if you will.
Famous
Yeah.
Canadian dactylian. Red
Yep.
green. I love it. Oh God, I love it.
Well done. We got some good ones in the chat, Mike.
I kind of believe Ash Davis. Is that possible? That?
Oh, what?
Yeah, Ash saying someone able. That does.
Oh,
Mike's and Ash's answers are very close, or are sort of on the right track. Andrea has a good one too, a funny one. The evolutionary missing link between a pterodactyl and a lion. Interesting. Yeah, the people guessing fingers and toes are on the right track. It is actually the tip of your middle finger.
Oh.
So, if you ever get mad at somebody in traffic and you give them the finger and they're like, why you flip me off? Just be like, I was just showing you that I have really beautiful dactylians, actually. And then you won't get beat up.
So weird that we need a name for that.
That's why it's hard to play guitar and banjo, because I injure my dactylian, and it's
okay.
Comes with the territory. This is the first thing they tell you.
Yeah, you gotta strengthen those dactylian push-ups. Excellent work in that round, everybody. At the end of that round, you all have 2 points. Yippee! And now it is time for things to get dirty. I didn't mean it that way. Anyway, you know what? I've been at home alone too long. Now it is time for 2 truths and 1 lie.
Yay!
In this round, you will all tell us 2 stories, or 3 stories, 2 of which are true, 1 is a lie, and we will grill you to figure out which story is the lie. Luba, you seem very excited for this round. Would you like to go first?
I guess I do. Okay, so first of all, I've done this show a few times now, and I hope I haven't done any of these before. I hope I haven't. I really do. But I just read them all at once, right? I just feel like do.
Just read them all at once, and then we'll start questioning you.
All right, here we go. I once drove by myself all the way to New Orleans just for the jazz. That's number 1. Number 2, I handmade my own prom dress. Number 3, I used to walk dogs, and one of them kicked its poop at a car. There we go.
Okay.
I mean, number 2 is for sure. That's very Luba. You're an extremely creative person. You knitted your own. I mean, that's 100%.
Were you a dactylian? Did you make the dress out of duct tape?
Oh, you know what?
That
that wasn't the red green. I did not, though. I did not. Oh, sorry.
Okay. What did your prom dress look like?
It was a blush. It was a blush color. Pretty classic, like vintage kind of 50s cut with, the shoulders, but like how do you describe that? Like it goes like this, and then like a little heart shape, and then pretty straight down, like a longer cocktail dress, I guess I would describe it as.
Okay, that's a lie. That one's a lie. I'm changing my tune.
Okay.
I find that I listen, if you made that yourself, that's very, very talented. That's very, very talented.
No, that's just simple because, all the girls, they had frills and all this. I can't make that. Do you know how hard that is? No, just a straight cut dress.
I vote for that.
Kind of like Molly Ringwald in Pretty in Pink.
Pretty close. Yeah. Bit broader shoulder, but.
I mean, did you have a date for prom?
I did. I did have a date for prom, if you can believe it.
What was your date's first and last name?
His name was Dave Simpson. He was the captain of the basketball team.
Oh, wow.
You didn't have to actually disclose his real name.
His popularity.
I don't know how I pulled it off, but I went with the captain of the basketball team.
Wow.
Is that why you needed the puffy shoulders, just to give you some height, some
They
broad?
weren't puffy shoulders. It was just, not a spaghetti strap. You got your Ali.
I'm saying number two. I'm saying number 2 is the lie. That's what I'm going. I'm going to go
Okay,
with
you
that
can
one.
ask questions about the other ones as well.
How long ago did you self-drive? How long did you bring yourself to New Orleans?
So that was 7 years ago now. If that's what you're asking, or how long did it take to get
Yeah,
there?
how long ago? How long ago? Yes.
How long ago? About 7 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. And
What kind of car?
In the car I still have a little beige Fiat.
nice.
Her name is Bailey. Yeah.
Adorable.
Drove her all the way down. 4 days down, 3 days back.
Okay. And just was it like a spur of the moment thing? You're just like, I need jazz. Or
Yeah, well, it was kind of like a whole, like, I would stop at like music hotspots. So I was in Waterloo at the time, and I stopped at the Motown Museum in Detroit.
nice.
And I went through Nashville, and then this place called Muscle Shoals in Alabama, where they have like a couple of recording studios.
Oh yeah.
And then New Orleans, where I went to like the Preservation Jazz Hall. And
I mean, if that one's real, guys, look at these answers. This is insane, right? This is not. She didn't watch a documentary.
Yeah.
It was about Muscle Shoals. I mean,
you said the dog kicked its own poop at the car.
yes.
Was that the case?
Yes.
Okay.
What happened? Did somebody like see it and they were like, "Hey, your dog kicked his poop in my car"?
What happened was it was this like English bulldog, and very stubborn, and she just she dropped a deuce, and before I could like pick it up, she dropped her deuce on like these wet leaves. And so when she kicked, you know how dogs try to bury it, instead she like kicked it and flung it right onto the side of a car, just like flat, like a poo pancake, just right on there. And then I was like, what? I don't get paid enough to clean up this. What do I do? But I like go, I'm about to clean it up, and the car starts. There was someone in it, and then it drove away.
Ooh. Oh, but they like didn't see you or anything?
No.
Just the interaction on that I hate. Like I would hate that, like, sorry, like, oh, I'm just cleaning dog poop off your car. Sorry. Like that's giving me social anxiety.
I just want it to be true. I just want that person to have gone to like the party and been like, who chucked a turd at my car? Who did this?
Oh, Greg's at it again.
That's a heroic story. That's a heroic story.
These kids on the overpass are up to something.
All right. Are there any final questions for Luba before we make our guesses? No? Okay. Ali, what do you think is the lie?
Well, first of all, I want to apologize for jumping in with liar that quickly. We could have.
That's what this round is all about.
Well, I should have asked some more questions, but I believe number 2 is the lie. I believe that. Shit, what was it again? What are we?
The prom dress.
Number 2 is
it
the
was
prom
too long
dress.
ago. We discussed too many things. You've been in New Orleans in the moment. The dog's done crazy tricks. I believe the prom dress was not knitted by you.
Okay. COVID? Or Viveth? I was reading your name. His name
was just calling me viruses now. That's great.
This is our first time ever meeting, so I'm just going by your StreamYard's name.
I don't think that dog kicked its poop on the car.
I also think that one's the lie.
Like,
I feel like it happened to a friend.
Like, I have a dog, and that thing kicks its poop all over the place. Sometimes it doesn't even hit the ground. He mule kicks it at me before. So I just don't know if that would have been the memorable thing. I think that's a lie.
I pictured the dog turning around and then the food just kind of like, it's not like he's not like an NFL punter or something, right? Like it kind of just happened. But I see why you would not believe that also.
All right. Before you tell us, let's see what the audience is guessing. Ash wants them all to be true because they're endearing. And look, Luba's just an endearing person, Ash. Mike says you would watch a documentary for this show.
That's from earlier. That's about Muscle Shoals.
Yeah,
from
that is
right.
yeah. So I feel like that could make that one true. Mike thinks the dog poop story is real, and my dad saying he believes the dress story because I also made my own prom dress.
We are very much alike, you and I. So
I know, that makes me believe that one because I'm like, well, I made mine, and you're Toronto me. Luba, I think it's the dog. What is the lie?
It's the dress.
Oh, no! Well done.
I got a nose for liars because I've been
You
lying.
had that
most of
right
my
off
life.
the
I had
bat.
it right off
Well
the bat.
done.
I'm so sorry. There was just this little bit of hesitation,
Yeah,
and I was like, I feel like a pro, like at that age, if you were, sewing your own dress, you would be quick with the terminology and what it looked like. That's all.
No, you're right.
That's true. That's true. Good point.
Yeah.
So Ali, you get 1 point, and Luba, you get 1 point for fooling Viveth.
Oh, I like how that goes.
Yes.
Oh, you do.
Sorry, Viveth. I'm very sorry. I'll never lie to you again, Viveth. I'm so sorry.
I don't believe you.
Viveth, can you now tell us your 2 truths and 1 lie, please?
Sure. Yeah. My childhood best friend's name was Anus. I got a spit take from Luba. Perfect. I once drank Pigeon infused water. And 9 years ago, Ali Hassan stole my thunder.
Well, that one's probably true,
All right. Let's open the floor for questioning.
We got to start with how Ali stole your thunder.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was
Yeah,
it?
how did I steal your thunder, bud?
All
Was
right,
it
well-
Canada Reads? What is it? Is it
9 years ago, we were both extras in a sketch called the Language Police. We were both in there.
Yeah.
And so I was cast as a non-speaking role, and at one point I'm being arrested for having a turban on or something like that.
Yeah.
And during the arrest, as the police officers are saying stuff, I happen to have said, "What are they saying?" Because I didn't genuinely understand the French. And then later when we were watching the video, everyone laughed at that part, and they were like, "Who said that?" And as I inched forward to say my name, Ali was like, "I think I did."
Wow. Oh my goodness. His career is going to come
that's
crashing down.
great.
He's going to lose all his pineapples.
So both you and I were being arrested by
Yeah.
Derek Seguin and some.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
And
go.
I think I did. Yeah, that's right. That's 100% right. Nobody has to. I mean, I don't remember, obviously, but yeah, that's, oh God, terrible. Okay.
Which is why it's so great that we opened with Ali saying, "It's nice to meet you for the first time." It's so good. It's so much better.
Buddy, you had a non-speaking role. You didn't speak to me. Come on. How would I remember you? He took his non-speaking role so seriously. He wouldn't even speak to me when the cameras weren't rolling. He's very
Ali, take your pineapple money and go.
Yeah.
bud.
It's good. It's funny because I've heard your name over the last 5-6 years. I always hoped to meet you at the Nest. I really didn't know that we were in that sketch together. Any
Oh, no, that
time we
was
would have
forever.
met, I would have. Damn it. That's 100% true. Nobody has to doubt any of that.
So funny.
We can zero in on number 1 and number 2, which were
My childhood best friend's name was Anus, spelled ANUS, and I once drank Pigeon infused water.
Yeah, I want to know about
Yeah.
the pigeon water.
Mhm.
Well, I lived in Sri Lanka for a few years, and one day I was drinking water from the tap, and I opened the tap, and a feather came out.
Oh no.
None of my family believed me. They said I must have imagined the feather. And then it turned out a couple days later, our water was turned off because a family of pigeons had died in the water cooler and had been
Did you
there
get
for at
sick?
least. I mean, I wasn't doing well. I certainly wasn't thriving off of it. That was, but I was
Did
sick
you
all the
get
time
so
in Sri
sick
Lanka.
that you had a fever and you hallucinated Ali Hassan stealing your line?
There it is, the whole thing. The whole thing. It was a pigeon fever dream. Yeah.
It wasn't me. It was a guy named Anus.
Yeah, who's tell us about your friend. How did you meet? How old were you?
What is his ethnic background? I'd like to ask.
Well, you can assume he's the same type of brown as me. We're both Sri Lankan, and we happen to meet through like family and stuff, family friends, temple friends, stuff like that. So he didn't live exactly in the same town as me, but he lived quite close, and so we'd have a lot of play dates. His parents swore it was pronounced Anus, but that didn't help with the kids.
No,
that
not
doesn't
at
solve
all.
that problem at all.
Yeah.
It's still ANUS.
Mm-hmm. Do you still keep in touch with Anus at all?
No. I moved away to Sri Lanka for a while, and then I moved to Montreal after, so I didn't keep in touch with most.
Where
of the
did
people.
you know him from as a child?
I grew up in Cornwall, Ontario.
And he was also in Cornwall, Ontario, but
He lived in
Sri Lankan.
He lived in Lancaster, which is pretty close, but he didn't live in.
I know Lancaster.
Yeah.
And Sri Lankan.
Yeah.
What was his last name?
Rajapilya.
Okay. And you guys went to school together, you said?
No, we were in different towns. We just knew our
Okay.
families knew each other. We all kind of moved into that area at the same time. So
Okay.
Did anyone get sick from the pigeon water? Was there any indication other than a feather?
no, I mean, I was just always sick. It was just not
Mhm.
like it was not good there. Everything was pretty unsanitary, so I was always dealing with some sort of a stomach issue.
The
Hmm.
Cornwall Sri Lanka transition can't be easy on the stomach.
No, right? You go from eating nothing but corn to
Yeah.
drinking nothing but pigeons. It's not a,
Yikes.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
I have a guess, but
You have a
Yeah,
guess?
I'm ready to guess as well.
yeah.
Okay. Allie, what is your guess?
My guess is you don't have a friend named Anus. I believe it was a friend named Anise, and
Mhm.
people called him Anus, and that made this a great story. But I could be wrong. But I believe number one might be the lie. Is the lie. Let me be definitive about this.
Okay. Luba, what do you think is the lie?
I think it's the pigeon. I think it's the pigeon because for a firm object to go all the way through, there's filters.
Yeah.
I'm going pigeon. I'm going pigeon.
I'm on the same team as Allie. I think it's anus. Before you tell us, let's see what the chat thinks.
I believe in Anus.
Even he doesn't believe that.
Yeah. Yeah. Third one's a lie. I believe in anus. Rena. And Ash
well
with
does Mike
Evian, more
Carozza-
like avian.
Viveth, how well does Mike Carozza know you?
he doesn't know about anus. He doesn't know
No,
about
but he's saying Viveth is playing 4D chess right now. So maybe
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. I am
Maybe
texting him.
Maybe I shouldn't have ruled out number 3 that easily. But anyway, I'm sticking with number 1. I don't believe Anus. You got to commit. Otherwise, I'll be waffling back and forth.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
What is the lie?
Well, the pigeon water is true. I did drink the pigeon water. You'd think there were filters. I thought there were filters. There's no filters.
I just know, like,
It's
at
just
the tip of the fountain, there's always that extra. No.
No,
If
it's
a
just
tiny
pigeon to
little
mouth.
feather, I can see it.
It just came through. And I did know a kid named Anus, but I only met him for one day in the summer. I didn't really know him. He wasn't really my best friend or anything like that. But it was Anus. It was Anus.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, Ali Hassan did steal my thunder. That is true. That did happen. That was very true.
So Anus was that's I got it again.
That's the lie. Anus is the lie.
Again.
Yeah, you saw through despite my distraction.
Well, I'll tell you why, because something very similar happened once when at kindergarten the bus stop for kindergarten. My wife was waiting for my son to get off the kindergarten bus, and this woman, a Bangladeshi woman, was like, "Are the other boys making fun of your son?" And my wife was like, "No, I don't think so. I hope not. Is that happening to you?" She goes, "Yeah, they make fun of his name." And my wife was like, "Oh, okay, what's his name?" She goes, "It's Anis." And she goes, my wife's like, "Oh, okay." And then like half the walk back home, she goes, "Oh my God, it must be Anis, and it must be Anus, and like it doesn't matter. It's pronounced Anis." Sorry, buddy. We've seen how it's spelled, and you're dead meat for the rest of your life. Yeah. So I just had that in my head as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Not a childhood best friend.
So that one's kind of a lie, but not really.
Not really. Yeah, it's got to be based on something.
Yeah. All right. Excellent work. Allie.
Yeah.
It is your turn now.
Sure. So I owned a Camaro. That was my first car. Didn't last long, but I had a Camaro. I have run a half marathon. Okay. I should stress, I've never been under 215 pounds. That's a light Ali Hassan. Usually I'm 230, 235. So the half marathon is quite a big deal. And then I teach stand-up at a prestigious Canadian university. And it's a fact I'm pretty proud of. Yeah. It's a new fact about me, but I'm excited about it.
Allie,
What if they're all true? Hey, what if they're all true? What if I've been lying so much? What if listening to you people lie turned me off of lying so much that all three of those things are true?
He's actually sitting in his Camaro right now. Very largely.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How long is a half marathon?
That was my
Distance.
first question. That
Oh,
was
sorry.
exciting.
It
No,
is-
that's great.
It's 21 kilometers.
21 kilometers. That's pretty far.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to train?
I didn't train long enough. I was, if anybody in Montreal knows Nantha, I owned a restaurant with Nantha at the time. A lot of drug use, a lot of late night drinking and partying and ridiculous behavior. So I maybe trained 2 months, which is why I was the most sore I've ever been in the days after that that performance.
How long did it take you to run it?
I ran it in 2 hours and 13 minutes, which is not a great time.
I was
What
just about to
the-
say, that seems fast.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Less than 2 hours is a good time.
How old were you when you had a Camaro?
I was 18. My first car.
What color was it?
It was black and
What year
tan
was the
interior.
Camaro?
That is a good question. It was. This really dates me, but it was like a 1980 Camaro, and this was like 1993.
Okay.
And that's why the car died on me and cost me so much money that I had to borrow from my dad, and then we just got rid of it. It wasn't a long stint with the Camaro. I felt like, a pretty sexy dude around the South Shore of Montreal for about a year, and then it all went south real quick.
Mm.
Are
Yeah, I mean,
you
you were in the right shore for things to go south. So
Yeah.
How many
Is
students are in
the-
your class, Ali?
This semester there are 24. 2 people just dropped.
In what school?
It's Queens.
what building at Queens do you teach in?
Well, a lot of it has been virtual, but
Mm.
the one building we've been going into is called, oh God, I can only think Isabel Bader. It's and Stoffler is the library where I've been ordering books from.
I went to Queens, so I can.
Yeah. So give me just a minute. It's because I've taught for 3 semesters. At the third one, I have only been in the building 1 semester, and I didn't go in every week because of COVID. So the name of the building actually escapes me. I can look it up. No, but then you could think I'm looking it up on a website. Not Isabel Bader, but it's some stupid name of some person with a middle initial that I don't. Harrison LeCain. Harrison LeCain Hall. Sorry, not a stupid initial. That's something else. Harrison LeCain Hall. HLH.
Okay.
Is it accredited course?
It's a accredited course. It's part of the drama department. The Dan School of Drama and Music. It's called. It's the Dan School. Yeah. You know about the Dan School, Elspeth?
I think that started right after I graduated in 2009, and that was part of
Okay.
like a new. Classes were still in theological hall when I went.
Okay.
Do you drive stick, Ali?
Good question.
I
Luba.
do drive stick. The Camaro wasn't a stick. The Camaro wasn't. I know.
There's an automatic Camaro?
Yep.
Bullshit. No, that's
I mean, the
lie.
80s were a crazy time. The car was in 1980, so
I learned how to drive stick on a Chevette, on a Chevrolet Chevette. That's where I learned how to drive stick. But my Camaro was automatic.
what was the other lie? There was the Camaro, Queens, and
Half marathon.
The half marathon.
oh right, the half marathon.
Also, I'm very sorry I said bull.
That's
It felt like quite an attack. I don't.
This round really
Liar.
is,
This round really brings it out in people.
it does.
Did you tell us why you ran the marathon? Like, why were you just like, I'm gonna do it for the marathon?
I can't. That's such a great question. I didn't even have a. I think I was very sad at that time. I wasn't happy with my life. Our little restaurant and I had wasn't making money. I was drinking too much. I wasn't really. My dad is an English teacher. He's an academic. He had high expectations of me, and I own this like restaurant in a not-for-profit art gallery. I was just sad. I wasn't accomplishing anything, and I was just like, I see this thing. I see this date, and I'm going to accomplish it. Never ran a 5. Never ran a 10. I had been jogging a few years before that, but maybe like 30 minutes of jogging. And I just wanted to have a goal. I wanted to accomplish something in life. I think that's it.
Okay. On that note, are there any final questions for Ali?
I need to think of one because I'm so stuck between two. That
Yeah.
How did you
I
get the
think I
job?
know.
Oh, what's that, Viveth?
Yeah.
What?
No, I think I know my choice. Go for it.
Oh, okay.
How did I get the job, you're saying?
Yeah.
This is a strange thing. A stand-up comic, used to be a stand-up comic. I worked with him at Absolute Comedy. Messaged me one day. He said, "Hey, I don't do comedy anymore, but I work for the city of Kingston. My wife works for the Dan School of Drama and Music. She pitched this stand-up comedy course in a department meeting, and we thought you would be perfect for this." And that's not me tooting my own horn. That's just what the email said. And he said, "Here's the link. If you want to apply, we'd love to see your application." And I thought about it for 2 full weeks. Why would I want to do this? And then I applied.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Viveth, what do you think is the lie?
Well, if there's one thing I know about Ali Hassan, it's that he loves glory. All right. So I don't think. All right. Even all of these stories, all three of these things are positives. I had a cool car, I ran a cool race, and I got a cool job. But I could see him slipping in that it was a half marathon, just so that at the end he could be like, "Guess what? It was a whole marathon." Oh, that's right. I ran the whole damn thing. I don't think he just did half. I think he did the whole thing. And he's playing us.
I love the breakdown.
Yeah,
You're saying that I met a marathon once. I met a half marathon once. My parents knew him, but then I never really hung out. I hung out with a full marathon. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very good. Good guess, Viveth. Luba, what do you think is the lie?
It's so funny because Viveth, your guess is the only one that I thought was true.
Okay.
It's the other two that I'm stuck between because I don't think it would be an automatic. I just don't. That car, no. But I think that you're too good to teach stand-up comedy. I don't think that anyone would approach you to be like, "Hey, do you want to teach?" Because you have enough going on.
Mm-hmm. So you think
that's like a really nice compliment. I'm too good to teach.
That is very nice.
Yeah, we got to stop doing that.
Remember, this guy stole my thunder, guys. Are you against me? What the?
I'm going teacher. Car. It's the car.
Yeah.
Car. Final answer.
I think I'm gonna guess. My guess isn't worth points, but I'm in between between car and marathon. I'm gonna go with marathon.
I don't feel confident anymore.
Ali, what is the lie?
The Camaro. I never.
Oh
man! Well done.
God damn it! I was like, shit, was it because my buddy Zach Moose, my childhood buddy, had a Camaro? I had to do what Viveth did. I had to pick something that was close, otherwise it would have been like, I can't just be like, I drove a Ferrari for summer. Really? What does the Ferrari? What speed does it go? I didn't know. But now I'm like, was the Camaro automatic?
There's no way.
There's no way, right? Okay,
There's
so
no
you had it right away. I screwed myself up. I drove that car when Zach was too drunk to drive. Maybe I was too drunk to drive too. Don't even remember
driving it without a stick. Come on.
Yeah. I was well into my 20s.
Rolling downhill? Is that? Yeah, I'm driving.
I was well into my 20s too. Yeah, it was a mess. But yeah, no, half marathon for sure, and stand-up comedy at Queens for sure. Everything else is 100% true.
Wow.
Good work, guys. Good detective skills, though. I love it. I love that. It's so good.
That was such a good round. You all got the same amount of points every time.
Oh my god, what a game. This is great.
That's great.
That was so good. So at the end of that round, Viveth, you have 3 points. Luba, you have 4 points. And Ali, you are in the lead with 5 points.
We got to stop this.
Not for long. Not with your vengeance.
Yeah, Luba is
and Viveth
out
both.
for blood now.
We're on the same team here, right? We just got to beat one. Either of us can win. That's fine.
It's wrong way. Yeah, it's really tough.
Now it is time for our penultimate round.
You don't want to deduct points for that horrible high five? We'll just keep. Okay, never
You know,
mind.
I like their spirit. I like their gumption. It is time for the how much round. In this round, I will show you some interesting things I found for sale on the internet, and you will tell me how much you think they cost. We do not use the Price is Right rules, so even if you're over, if you're the closest, you still get the point. Because I believe in fairness. Our first item.
Sorry, Elspeth, is this, do we shout this one out or do we wait? In this
Oh, yeah.
round?
So for this one, I will show you the item and read you the description, and then I'll ask you.
Okay.
So, yes. So just wait as I show you this beautiful pave chair bag from Area. This sold out everywhere when it's made its debut in fall of 2020. Vogue described this crystal-encrusted chair as the most glamorous folding chair, and one review written by me in the future, it was a 5-star review, said, "Worth every penny. I bought these as party favors to give my girlfriends at my divorce party. I charged them to the same credit card my husband used for his mistress. Definitely worth it."
Wowie, wowie. All right.
How much is, there's a model for scale so you can see how big these little crystal encrusted chairs are. Viveth, we'll start with you. How much do you think this is?
$750. It's got to be expensive enough to be a fuck you, right? It's got to be fuck you money. So $750.
Very good. Luba, how much do you think it is?
Here's the thing, it's got to fit on a credit card, right? I'm going to say, but they seem to be rich anyways. So I'm going to say $3,000 each. Yep.
Okay. And Ali, how much do you think it is?
Well, I was going to say 50 grand, but because I only need to be closest, why don't I just say $5,000 and not try to be a hero here? All right, little strategy. $5,000, I'm going to say.
All
really,
right.
but in my mind, I want you to know that I thought 50.
Mr. Pineapple says 50.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I'd pay for it.
He's sitting on one of those, or just a pile of them right now. He's got really good balance from all those half marathons. Let's see what the audience is saying.
My girl is very
1,237. Yeah, I like the specificity of.
You said pure crystal, didn't you? I really thought that's very expensive.
It's crystal encrusted.
Crystal encrusted. Okay.
1,000. Okay.
Look, I've seen purses from like Prada and stuff for $5,000. That's why it's like, this is crystal. So
I feel like I undershot it. I think you're gonna get it, Ollie. Yeah.
I feel like I'm realizing what I think is expensive is not that expensive.
Right? Once you walk into a Nordstrom and you're like, oh, that's a purse. Okay, yeah. Then you walk right out. It's embarrassing.
Normally, what Viveth said is the case. Normally, people tend to undershoot, but in this one, Viveth, you were under, but you're still the closest. So you get the point. It is $1,127.93.
Oh, that's
it's a little party favor for the gals. It's not that expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, they buy it in bulk.
They are sold out everywhere, so they probably are more expensive now because
right. Do we have a current price, just so that we know that if I, because I was going on current prices. I was.
Oh yeah. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay, our next item for you. I found this friend on eBay. He has a large 16-inch antique German papier-mâché wood horse pull toy. Look at him. The description reads, old, repaired to one leg, scattered wear and tear, marked Germany on the underside of the base. So you can see there's a bit of wear and tear. His leg's a little broken, but they haven't taken him to the glue factory. They've put him on eBay.
16-inch. Is that what you said? Was
Yes,
the height
16
of it?
inches. So I'm
Okay.
guessing in height.
Yeah.
How many hands is 16 inches, I wonder?
Well, it's
That's
a
how you measure.
ruler. It's a ruler plus 4 inches, right? Like from in. Yeah.
That was a
Okay.
horse measurement joke.
I got it. I got it.
It wasn't good. Luba, how much do you think this is?
$375.
$375. Very
For
good.
German engineering?
So that's Einstein try. So I don't know what 7 is. I only know 3. Try 75. Yep. Yep.
Okay, very good.
That's all the German I know. 1, 2, 3.
I only know about paper mache horses in German. Useful in the right circles, but
Yeah, no, I mean, it's because these are the kind of people who will be like, oh, you're never going to find anything like this. But yeah, 375.
okay, very good. Ali, how much do you think it is?
$275.
$275. Ah, I see what you're doing.
Can I go 200? Let me go 200.
Yeah, 200. Okay.
It just looks like a cheap piece of shit, but people pay money for this.
I mean,
type
it's
of stuff.
antique, so
Yeah, right. Antique, German. It's got wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I might be way low. Anyway, 200 is what I'm going to say. I don't know the world of antiques at all.
200.
Unlike crystal chairs, I know that world real well.
Yeah, obviously, quite clearly.
Also, the comment section for this category is blowing up. Like, this is nuts.
Viveth, how much do you think?
Like, it's an antique, so I feel like it should be worth a lot, but it's also a German antique, so I feel like that makes its ability to be resold real tough. Like, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess 750 again. I'm gonna do 750.
You're just gonna guess 750.
High. All right.
For this one, yeah. There can't be many of them.
Okay. I have to do some quick math because there are 2 right in the middle.
Uh-oh.
Just a second. I'm so bad. Oh, no, wait. No, that was foolish. Okay, let's see what the comments are saying. Vance Michelle saying 148. Mike Carosa saying 79.95. Ash has 400. Andrea saying 500. And Andrina saying 50.
Andrea.
The correct price is $495.42. So Luba, you get that one.
Oh,
wow. So close.
Very close. All right, we have 2 more items in this round. Let's take a look, shall we, at this Easter Island ping pong table from Anthropology.
Did you say anthropology?
Yeah.
With an
surprisingly.
Yeah.
So, artist Cyprian Charbert is haunted by the idea of a lost paradise. Charbert uses the exotic symbolism of Easter Island to represent the complex nature of man's relationship with nature, which is a very poorly written sentence that has been haunting me. So how much for this Easter Island-shaped ping pong table from Anthropology? Ali Hassan, we'll start with you for this one.
Anthropology, pretty expensive. Considered art, $2,500.
$2,500, okay.
Wow.
Not what I'd pay.
No, but that's a good.
I'd pay $50,000 for this.
Yeah, this is your crystal chair?
Yeah, exactly. Luba, how much do you think this Easter Island ping pong table is?
I'm going to go just a little bit less at $2,000.
$2,000? Okay. And Viveth?
I love how Ellie's like, I guess it's art. It's art. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine they made very many of these. They're trying to make their money off the one. So $5,000.
Yeah.
$5,000. Very good guesses all around. Viveth, you were very close. In fact, you were only off by $39.66.
Whoa.
Wow.
Was it 500 and 5,039? That's
$5,039.66.
I love it.
All just pennies, and you too can own this ping pong table.
Imagine playing on that. Imagine playing.
Well,
and how-
I would have
Davis
so many
said-
weird shaped bruises from just
Yeah.
bumping into it.
Ask Davis, I laughed out loud at this. He says, "Can you stub your groin? Because that's how you stub your groin." And that's a nice groin stubbing pool table. As if they weren't already. There's 4 ways to stub your groin on a pool table. You don't need to add to that. It's
Yeah.
insane. It's insane.
Oh, I can't go out tonight. I stubbed my groin on Easter Island.
It's already so tough to get someone to play ping pong with you. You're not going to get a partner with this thing.
No.
Exactly.
It's
You're losing
honestly,
friends over
ping
it.
pong is the most competitive part of my family already. If we had to play on this table, that would be.
Wow.
Why-
It'd
why-
be the
why does
Battle of
Aunt-
Easter Island.
Why does Aunt Luba have an eye patch?
All right, we have one final item left in this round. And this item is simply called Sharon from the world around you. Sharon is always on the move. In the wild, Sharon is the ultimate Karen. She's ready to attack with her nails done. Made from duckling, rat, mink, and chicken. Ladies and gentlemen and friends, meet Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
How do we unmeet Sharon? I want to
Yeah,
not
man.
ever see this thing again. What
You
were the
will actually
materials? Rat, chicken, and then there was an expensive one.
Rat, mink, duckling, and chicken.
Mink. Just depends how much mink.
it duckling?
they use.
It really just boils down to how much meat.
So I think this is possibly the rat, duckling. I'm guessing that's the mink, and then I think the feet are chicken.
Okay, just the feet are chicken. All right.
Melanie Darling saying $9.50 and please link me. Will do.
Melanie, save
The
your
best part
money.
is because they're downstairs, so I can hear them laughing like about 10 seconds delay all the time, which is just the best.
Agreed, Mike. Same. All right, Viveth, we'll start with you again on this final item. How much do you think Sharon is?
4 animals had to die for this.
Chicken
I'm
was
assuming
back
they were all-
anyway.
I'm assuming they were all live and they put them down to make this. It's all about the mink. Let's say $900.
Woo. Wow.
900. Okay, very good. Ali, how much do you think this is?
Shit, man. I mean, Viveth seems to know his stuff here. I was going way low. I was going 200. I
That's a
got to up
steal.
my price to get into Viveth's. I'm going to say 500.
500. Okay.
Oh, I'm disgusted at the thought, but yeah. It has rat in it.
It's a fancy rat, though.
Hmm.
It's a ratatouille. That rat. Celebrity rat. Luba, how much do you think it is?
Here's the thing. I think we had an item from the same artist last time I played your game because I identify with the googly eye. That's how I caught it.
I use this store a lot because there's some freaky stuff on it.
And I remember it was expensive, but not outrageous. So $375.
$375.
Interesting.
Excellent. Very good guesses all around. Ali, you get the point. You were very close. You were only off by $21.
Wow.
Sharon
Viveth,
can be
did
yours.
I steal your thunder again? Because I basically based my answer off of your wisdom on that
Yeah.
one. Because
Wow.
I was going for 200, and then
He
said
strikes again.
50. I know, it's just the thing I do, and I was willing to bet. Hey, man, I never do that. That's just what I do. That's my
That's
MO.
your main
Sorry,
thing.
man. That's my main thing.
Viveth, the life you could have had if Ali Hassan just stopped stealing your thunder, you know?
Come on, I'd be teaching at Queens. I'd be able to run the
Wow.
Burbs. God.
Yeah, you might be able to get some work as my therapist at this point. You taught me more about myself than anybody has in years.
Well
good.
done.
Good, coming out with a point. All right.
The actual price was $479 for Sharon. Goodbye, Sharon.
Goodbye forever.
At the end of that round really tightened things up. Luba and Viveth, you both have 5 points apiece. Ali, you're still in the lead, but with only 1 point, you have 6 points. As we go into our final round, the lightning round. So in this round, I will read you some rapid fire trivia questions. I will give the point to whomever I hear shout out the answer correctly first.
This is my chance to go, oh, I said that. When you go, who said
Yeah.
that? This is my chance.
Everything
I've
Viveth
been
says.
training for 9 years for this
It
moment.
comes full circle.
Oh,
I'm just
dude,
going to
this is
repeat
why
you.
I'm actually
Yeah.
good at this.
Every
Okay.
single one of Viveth's points will be given to Ali Hassan.
Prove that I didn't say it. I'll just keep my mouth moving and hopefully it resembles what was said.
Okay, are you ready for the lightning round?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Prepare
Wait.
yourselves. What season is it currently?
Winter.
Touch your nose. Who wrote A Tale of Two Cities?
Hemingway.
Charles
Dickens?
Dickens.
Oh, geez. A Tale of Two.
April showers bring.
Mayflowers.
Flowers.
What day of the week is it?
Friday.
Friday.
Damn it.
What two colors make purple?
Blue and
Red
red.
and blue.
Blue and
Red
yellow.
and blue.
What is the day after Monday?
Tuesday.
What are French fries made out of?
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Who sings the song "Call Me by Your Name"?
Adele?
Lil
No.
Nas X. What colors are most school buses?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Barney is a dinosaur from
Our imagination.
Hell.
Knock Knock.
Who's
Who's
there?
there?
Who's there?
When is Halloween?
October
October
31st.
31st.
What is 3 times 2?
6.
Where is the CN Tower?
Toronto.
Toronto.
Very good. The cards are sticking together. How much is a $5 bill worth?
Five.
$5.
Well done. Whew.
I'm blown away by how basic those were. I was like, and I screwed up Dickens. That's hilarious.
I don't know
They're
the
almost
season.
Too easy.
I don't know the season.
I don't
crazy.
know. 3
The
times
season was too tough.
2.
Oh, the season was too tough.
That's the fun of it. Okay. So while I tally the scores, could you please tell everyone where we can find you, what you have going on? Ali, we will start with you.
Actually, could Viveth go first, just as a sign of good?
Fair.
For
Viveth,
sure.
maybe you could- Yeah.
Viveth, where can people find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Wiveth. That's Wiweth. I'm on there throwing jokes that I can't throw at you in person. So That's
Very
where I am.
good. Luba, where can people find you?
At Luba Magnus on your favorite social media. So Instagram or Twitter or that's it.
And when is your album coming out?
Next Friday called Babaluba that you can find on Spotify or wherever you download your music. Yay.
Stuff.
Excellent. And Ali, where
I'm
can
at
people find you?
standupali.com on Wednesday nights. If you watch television, Run the Burbs is a sitcom that I have a repeating regular role on, and then every Monday after February 28th, you can find me at Harrison LeCain Hall teaching stand-up comedy. After
Excellent.
February 28th. Yeah, we're going back. We're going back, people. We're not
Woohoo!
scared anymore as of February 28th.
As of February. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. And you can please subscribe to the YouTube page if you're watching at home, like and subscribe and share so that more people will watch this show, and follow at Battle of Wits on Instagram for next week's lineup and details about our February upcoming live show. And if you're a fan of me, I'll be hosting at the Comedy Nest on November 9th, and I am so excited to be back.
Did you say November
Yay.
9th?
Or February 9th. I don't know what time
that's
is it.
I mean, I love the advanced planning. What
Yeah.
what an amazing person you are. You've got a busy schedule, but
Yeah.
February 9th is also
Got a busy
great.
schedule, but I'm just really excited about that one Wednesday at the Nest 6 months from now. Okay. That was an excellent game. Thank you all so much for playing.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
good time. Got
There
a lot
can
off my
be-
chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were holding on to that one. Like, finally.
9 years and 4 scores.
There can be only
Mm.
one winner, so it is time to announce who that winner is. With 9 points, Viveth, You are in third place. Well done. Excellent game. Luba, you have 10 points, which puts you in second place. Ali, congratulations. You had 11 points. It was a very, very tight game.
Super tight. Okay, great.
Excellent job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Everyone at home, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and share. And if you're in Montreal, come to the live shows. But until then, we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.